Today marks 25 days into this federal government shutdown, and there is no relief in sight. Some federal employees are strapped for cash after missing their first full paycheck on Friday. Many goods could get more expensive as well after President Donald Trump threatened Canada today with an additional 10% import tax. The president said that he wants to hike tariffs on Canadian goods because of an anti-tariff ad that aired in the province of Ontario. The province has since pulled that ad. A looming threat to food security for millions of Americans who may not receive SNAP benefits at the start of the month. SNAP, or the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Food Program, is food assistance given to eligible low-income individuals. West 2's David Jones went to local grocers here in Orlando. And David, were these grocers concerned?
Luana, they were, a number of them. We visited stores where owners estimate about half of their customer bases purchased their food with EBT cards using SNAP benefits, which, as it stands right now, will not be funded come next Saturday.
People who use SNAP benefits will still be able to access the funds on their cards. But with the government shutdown, 42 million Americans will not be seeing their monthly payments for food assistance.
Right now, the economy is very bad and people don't got no money.
That concerns local store owners like Angel Pimentel, who owns Maturo Fish Market in Pine Hills.
I feel afraid.
Afraid for the business?
For my business and also for the people because, they don't have no money to eat.
He estimates around 40% of his customers pay with EBT cards. Across the street at Caribbean Supercenter, the same concerns and the same hope that a solution will be worked out soon before November 1st.
Hopefully it don't happen that way.
Abdul Alim is assistant manager at this store, which sells international foods like West Indian or Middle Eastern.
Yeah, it will be a great effect on our store. Most of our customers, like 50%, 60%, pay with SNAP benefit, EBT. So that will be a great hit on our store.
I understand the hurdles of what people are going to go through if these type of programs are taken away.
Shopper Deanna Diaz received SNAP benefits up until this year, but no longer qualifies. She, too, hopes a deal will be worked out.
I think that something needs to be done immediately so that these people aren't affected.
Florida is warning residents to be aware benefits will not be issued until federal funding is restored.
It's a need. It's a need for the community. It's a need for those who are less fortunate. And I feel for them because I've had situations where if I didn't have it, I would go without. And it's unfortunate that people will go without.
The Florida Department of Children and Families administers food assistance to nearly 3 million people across the state of Florida. Luana.